So we are live, my boy Achamboro. You guys
Hello,
already.
everyone.
Well, actually, nobody's in here, so we're gonna have to wait till the 1 minute mark. But we have the mic connected. Achamboro forgot his selfie stick, so we're gonna have to hold this. Achamboro,
He's
explain
calling me
yourself.
out. He's
Explain
calling me
yourself,
out.
Achamboro. Explain yourself. What is going on, man?
Well, I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. I'm just gonna say I forgot the selfie stick and leave it at that.
Oh, I didn't respond to his text, so we're both equally guilty here. But you know what? He's my brother, and brothers.
Hello to the first people in here. Who's in here? Ivan. How you
Ivan,
doing?
what's up? Michael.
Michael.
Johnson, what's up? Everybody that's coming in here, what's up? Lakers versus Bucks in the finals. We have somebody talking ridiculousness already. We have.
But Giannis said that he's
Oh
only 60%.
no! Oh no! Homie said Orlando Magic all day. What do you mean Orlando Magic
Well,
all
at least
day?
he's a fan or he's a troll. Either one is cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't have much trolls on this channel, but let me tell you guys something, man. The Lakers.
What's up, Paul?
The Lakers, will they win? No, because you didn't bring the selfie stick, we're gonna take turns holding this thing because this phone is pretty heavy. So, anyways, the Lakers, are the Lakers going to win the NBA championship this year? What do you
Yes,
say?
sir. LeBron, title number 4. I think because they didn't make the playoffs last year, that was the best thing that could happen for LeBron. That they didn't make the playoffs.
And the reason it's the best thing that it could happen for LeBron is because LeBron got so much rest, so much rest.
Yes, and I don't think you've ever really seen a rested LeBron. People don't realize how much basketball he's had to play the last 9, 10 years. It's ridiculous. Always going to the finals, playing Olympic basketball, all that wear and tear on your body, only having a few weeks to rest during the season. Ooh, this year you might see a LeBron from 3-4 years ago.
And here's what I'm saying. Everybody's talking about LeBron's going to be MVP. LeBron's going to run the point guard. LeBron. I just have to see how this chemistry is going to work. That's personally my opinion because you're adding DeMarcus Cousins. You have Anthony Davis. You have Kuzma. You have LeBron. You have Avery Bradley now. And this would be my starting lineup. You guys let me know if you guys agree. So here's my starting lineup.
How you doing, Paul?
Everybody, what's up? Here's my starting lineup. I'm going with Rondo at the 1, Avery Bradley at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Davis at the 4, and Cousins at the 5. How do you like about that? And Kuzma as a 6th man, so you get that firepower. Kuzma's not going to want to do it. But I would go with that. How would you guys think about that?
I like Avery at the 1.
At the 1 over Rondo?
Yeah,
Because Avery's a shooting guard, a lockdown shooting guard.
exactly.
But he's not a point guard per se.
Because LeBron's going to run the point. We don't need somebody to run sets with LeBron. Like, LeBron has never had a star set somebody up point guard. That wasn't when he had Damon Jones. It wasn't when he had Mario Chalmers. He's never really worked with a star point guard. Even Lonzo. Lonzo wasn't. He just passes the ball. He didn't really set up the offense to me. So he doesn't need a Rondo.
Now somebody's requesting. Somebody say, "Yo, my brother." They said, "Do me a favor and talk about Chris Paul getting bought out and going to the Lakers." Brother, I see you. Somebody said, "What about Kuzma at the point?" No, thank you.
Oh,
Anyways, that's very disgusting. Not that you're disgusting, but that would not work. That it's just a disgusting idea to have him. But
So the point is, being a point guard is about your mindset, being able to set up people, run the team. That's not Kuzma's skill.
exactly. But what do you feel about apparently Chris Paul getting bought out, which I'm not buying? And there's 22 people in this chat and only 5 likes. We're gonna have a problem. Y'all better start liking this video. Y'all heard? But anyways, here's the issue that I have. Who in the world is going to buy out Chris Paul for $140 million? That's $140 million. You're gonna buy out that man for $140 million? Now, you know what Stephen A. Smith said. Stephen A. Smith said if he agrees to take about $15 to $20 million less, you can have a conversation. But that's $120 million. That's $120 million. Hello for everybody saying hi.
Yeah, that's a hard.
That's not a hard. That's $120 million. That's a hard $120 million. Now, hypothetically speaking, OKC will be safe. I mean, suppose that they did buy him out and he went to the Lakers. Now you have Rondo there. So you know these brothers is going to be punching each other during practice. Now somebody said that Ron Artest and Kobe Bryant used to kill each other all
Oh
the
yeah,
time,
they
and
did.
then they eventually, became teammates. But what do you feel about that? What do you think is going to happen? Will Chris Paul end up going to the Lakers? Is he going to get bought out? $140 million, potentially $125 million. What do you think is the deal here? Break it down, Achumboro Atande. And if, for those of you guys that don't want to spell his name, just call him Aaron for short. Achumboro's easy to spell, but I know you guys try to get your things off, and it's going to take a while. So go ahead.
Or if you want me to respond, say Chumboro, Achumboro,
Okay.
for me to respond.
If you want a response, you guys spell his full name.
So what do I think? So I look at it from a business perspective, right? What do the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Y'all make sure to follow his channel. He's a businessman. Continue.
What do the Oklahoma City Thunder receive for releasing or buying out Chris Paul? Because it has to make $120 million of sense.
Don't put
to
me on
them.
the camera. It
It has to make $120 million of sense. So
For those of you guys that are just joining, Chumboro's explaining Chris Paul getting bought out and potentially going to the Lakers if he does get bought out, and he's giving you the business perspective on whether that would work or not. So go ahead.
So this is the one thing they're gonna lose ticket sales. So
Oh,
that's a
yes,
negative, right?
yes.
Even if no one else is there, people will still show up somewhat to see Chris Paul play point guard. They'll still, so they're losing that. They're losing out on jersey sales. So it's not just $120 million. It's also losing out on revenue. So that's another big thing they have to calculate.
Oh yeah. So you wouldn't be able. So you wouldn't be able to recover $140 million by ticket sales if you don't have a star. Is what you're saying?
Yes, that's why they pay them so they can make money off of them. Now they already have the TV deal locked up, so that helps. Well, I believe they have their local TV deal locked up. Maybe not. So that may offset things.
Yeah.
Sponsorship deals, they're going to lose money from that because sponsors are more willing to pay money to sponsor a team or a stadium, anything, if the team has star players. So that's another loss. Now, what may make up for all of that? If they think Chris Paul is going to be a big enough problem for the development of their other players because he's going to be annoyed, he's going to be unhappy.
But let me ask you a question. Chris Paul has been annoyed and unhappy his whole career. What makes you think that he's going to be happy with a bunch of rookies? The best thing to do is to move him.
That's the reason. That's what I'm saying. That may be their thinking on why they move him.
Now, here's what I will say, Chimboro, because guys, I didn't put my phone on airplane mode. I mean on do not disturb. So if somebody would have called us, that would have been us right here. So here's what I'm gonna say, and I agree with Achumboro, but here's the problem. There's a problem here, and here's the problem, and I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, Achumboro. The problem with Chris Paul is if you trade Chris Paul's not going to the Lakers because he's gonna be traded.
Exactly.
And so the Miami Heat are interested, but do the Miami Heat have the assets to get a Chris Paul? And you just pay Jimmy Butler all that money. Now there's a bunch of you guys saying all these things, so let me read what you guys are saying. So somebody tried to spell.
How you doing, ball hog?
Yeah, somebody tried to spell your name, A. Aaron, but he didn't know how to spell it. Are you guys in New York? Yes, we are. Somebody said Lakers don't need Chris Paul. Do you agree with that? But let's keep reading. It's $124 million.
Well, Lewis, it's a negotiation, so it's not 120. It's whatever they negotiate.
Exactly. It's whatever. Because Chris Paul can say, forget y'all, I want my money. And at that point, then what can you say? Somebody said Danny Green. I don't know in what context you're talking about Danny Green. Danny Green, that's one more. The Heat are not going to give up assets for Chris Paul. And that's what I'm saying. But the Heat do need one more guy, and they essentially wanted Russell Westbrook. But Russell Westbrook was their first option. And I see 35 people here and 14 likes. Y'all make sure to drop a like. But Russell Westbrook was the first option, but Miami has said that they're willing to settle for Chris Paul. It's just 140 milli. That's 140 milli. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said Lakers are gonna get J.R. Smith. I'm not too fond of J.R. Smith. Chris Paul and Butler could fit.
Yeah, ball hogs. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Chris Paul and Butler can fit because even though Butler knows how to create his own offense, I think he'll be better with a point guard who can create offense for him. And that'll make him more efficient and effective and actually give him more energy to play defense.
Yeah, because what I'm going to say is, I feel like, and you could disagree with me, but on our last chat, which was last Sunday, I was on record saying that if the Lakers have gotten Avery Bradley and
Yes, you
Iguodala,
did say that.
they're poised to make the finals. Now they didn't get Iguodala, but they did get Avery Bradley. Now people keep talking about Patrick Beverley, Patrick Beverley, Patrick Beverley. Forget Patrick Beverley. Avery Bradley is equal the defender that Patrick Beverley is, or better. And here's why I'm gonna go on record. I'm on record now. I want y'all to look in my face. Avery Bradley was guarding a prime D Wade and slowing him down. A prime D Wade, when D Wade wasn't necessarily in his prime during the Miami Heat years with LeBron, but Avery Bradley was putting in work defensively. Now he went to the Clippers, he wasn't doing good. Somebody said I'm wrong, my brother. What am I wrong at, Morgan? Am I wrong? Is there any way you can prove to me that Patrick Beverley is a better defender than Avery Bradley? And I think Avery Bradley has better offensive numbers. Somebody
Yeah,
go
he
on
does.
Google and look it up.
I feel he's a bit off. Oh, come on.
I know, but there were better defensive players than Draymond Green. I'm sorry, I don't believe in those awards about he won Defensive Player of the Year, First Team All Defense. Tony Allen is one of the best defenders I ever saw in my life, and Tony Allen never won a Defensive Player of the Year
Tony
award.
Allen is-
so
was
don't
amazing.
talk about me that shenanigans, all first team, all this and all that shenanigans. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I've seen what Avery Bradley has done. I am a Celtics fan. I saw what Avery Bradley has done against a prime D Wade. Now, Morgan, you have a point in this. This is where exactly. See, you guys have a good point. This isn't 2014 anymore. So, Morgan, you are right. Because I'm basing it off of what I saw Avery Bradley do years ago. So, you do have a point, Morgan. But what I'm going to say is, first of all, Morgan, let's talk about Carmelo Anthony. Did you know that Morgan went on my YouTube channel and criticized me for making the Jeremy Lin video?
Oh,
Morgan,
man.
let's talk about Jeremy Lin. Let's talk about who the Lakers shouldn't get. And that's bummy Carmelo Anthony. Did you hear
That's
what?
cold.
Did you know
That's
what?
cold.
No, let me tell you what Carmelo Anthony did. Did you know that Carmelo Anthony would get upset when he would score 20 points, but then would? Oh my gosh, that
Don't sweat it.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, exactly, Ballhog. Bradley's only 28. Speaking of Melo, look, I think Melo, I don't know if that's true or not, but even if it is true, the last 2 years I feel have been humbling to Melo, and everybody can change, everybody can grow. And I feel like if he truly accepts,
Hold on, Morgan. Text my number, Morgan, and we're gonna set up. So, cause me and Morgan been supposed to meet up a while ago, and Morgan is a big Carmelo Anthony fan, and I do need to hear your opinion on Carmelo Anthony, Morgan. But go ahead.
yeah, so my point is Melo, he's going to learn from this experience, learning from not playing for essentially a year, learning from not being selected early in the...
Should he go to the Lakers?
Should he go to the Lakers? If he understands his role, I think he'll be nice in the bench unit. The reason why I say that is there's just not enough shots to go around if he's on the starting unit, and he's too much of an offensive force to have to mesh with AD, to mesh with LeBron, to mesh with Kuzma, to mesh with DeMarcus Cousins.
Now, Morgan, I do have to agree with you, Morgan. And Morgan, I have to, because Morgan, I never disrespect you, Morgan. I respect your opinions, and Morgan's a big Carmelo Anthony fan. So let me give you a hypothetical. Suppose Carmelo Anthony goes to the Lakers. Would LeBron James help him submit to a different role? I'm not saying a lesser role. I'm not saying a bigger role. I'm saying, would LeBron James help Carmelo Anthony? Morgan, you make sure to text me. But would LeBron James help Carmelo Anthony? Do you think LeBron can do that? Or is
Yes.
Carmelo Anthony not able to? Because Chris Paul tried. It didn't work out in the Rockets. But Carmelo Anthony was actually putting up high numbers in the Rockets. But apparently Chris Paul wasn't able to do it. So what do you think? Somebody said, so let me ask it. I want you to answer the question. But I'm going to ask you this question on top of that question. So you have a lot of questions adding up. But I want to ask the chat this question. Andre Iguodala or Carmelo Anthony? Who's the better pickup? So I'm waiting on the chat right now.
Oh.
So
Wow.
I need to see y'all. Andre Iguodala or Carmelo Anthony? Who's the better pickup? So somebody said Iggy. Another person said Iggy. Somebody said all day, but I don't know what he's saying all day to. Another person said Andre all day. Another person said Iggy. Somebody said congrats to the Celtics on getting Kemba Walker. We already know this, but thank you for the update, Jalen. somebody said Iggy, another person said Iggy, and another person said Iggy, and another said. So we have Carmelo Anthony fans saying that Iguodala would be a better look for the Lakers. Now everybody say what up to my boy Dore Love. Y'all make sure to subscribe to his channel. That's my homie right there, straight from Canada, man. But again, man, Dore Love, I gotta for your sake, Dore Love, I gotta hit you with the Jesus Christ is God. Jesus Christ is the savior of my soul. That's his song. That's his song. Dore Love can sing, man. So again, somebody said Melo, but of course he has a Carmelo Anthony profile picture, so of course he's gonna say Carmelo Anthony. Somebody said Melo's fat and old. Melo,
That's disrespectful, man.
yeah,
Like I think a lot of
Melo is a little out of shape. We
but
can't say
what's
that.
out of shape though, because Melo will come out here and drop 100 points on anybody in this chat.
That's true.
Light,
That's true.
like a light 100 points on anybody in this chat. So
No, I agree. I agree. Carmelo Anthony can scare. The problem with Carmelo Anthony is not that he can't score. The problem is the man don't play defense. And so
let me answer your question. Let me answer your side. So
No, go
his
ahead, go ahead.
So his first question about would LeBron be able to get Melo to submit? I think that depends on Melo, right? Depends on how he's really taken what he's been through for the last year, 2, 3 years, and whether he really wants to. Depends on what's his criterion
So
like.
Dore Love said we're not in the NBA though, basically saying
Yeah, but Melo is, so that's the point. Like you out here calling people, the NBA is not. It's not baseball. It doesn't have fat players. That you're not going to get playing time in the NBA if you're fat because you literally can't run with.
no,
on the
but
court.
Carmelo Anthony, his cheeks look like this. Look,
Yeah, that's all right. But he was playing 30, 40 minutes in the NBA. No one in here, including myself, can play 3 minutes of NBA basketball at NBA speed.
Morgan, I don't think Carmelo can drop 100 points on you, Morgan. You can play good defense, Morgan. I think he'll drop 75 on Morgan. Not 100, Morgan.
100 light
Yeah.
on everyone.
Yeah. Oh,
Everyone.
he had a good point. Big Baby played good defense. Big Baby was good in the Celtics, and he was fat. We also have Charles Barkley, Zion Williamson.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being fat and NBA big body. Like there's not you're not. Big Baby was bigger, but he still. If you ran against Big Baby will smoke you and running up and down the court. He'll outrun everyone.
Well,
NBA shape is complete. D1 shape is ridiculous. NBA shape is even past that.
I mean, I think Carmelo Anthony, as far as NBA in shape, I feel like he could. I mean, not for nothing, it's the off season. So
Okay,
you get you.
so
you,
let me ask you this
you
question.
get in shape. You get in shape because it's the off season. Nevertheless,
Is Carmelo Anthony a top 100 NBA player?
is Carmelo Anthony a top 100 NBA player? Don't put me in this position, bro. Don't put me in this position.
Meaning, if you had to have one person on your team, and obviously you have LeBron, all of them out, but would you pick the other 300 guys over Melo if you had a win around them?
I wouldn't pick him up personally if I were to
No,
start
if
a
you
franchise.
had a win, not to. I said top 100. So let's say you want to say
So
you're
let's ask the
99.
chat: is Carmelo Anthony top 100? Not now, but obviously all time. We're talking about in Denver. We're talking about when he was in Syracuse. Well,
Sam, you coming with some ridiculousness.
so do you believe Carmelo Anthony was top 100? Somebody said all time, maybe. A lot of people are saying no, maybe. Carmelo Anthony's defense kills him.
That's fine.
That's the only thing I don't feel comfortable because
That's
Carmelo.
fine. But no, that's fine. But the point is top 100 meaning the NBA has 400 something players.
Somebody
you're
said,
average,
somebody said he's probably exact 100. So he's probably.
That's fine, but still that means he's better than the average player.
But not now. Carmelo Anthony's kind of
Yeah.
old.
No, the average player would be about a player in the 200, 250 range.
Yeah. Now let's not. If we're gonna talk about fat, Barkley was one of the fattest people I ever seen in my life, especially when he went to the Rockets.
But he dominated.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
He could have been better. He could have been better, but he was dominating.
But can Carmelo Anthony dominate with his physique now, the way that Charles Barkley dominated when he was in the Rockets? Because I think Barkley was on his way out during that point. I don't think so. I'm not a big Barkley fan, but somebody said Dudley's kind of thick too.
Yeah.
He said Dudley Stick.
Yeah, something.
Yo, y'all too much, man. Somebody said Barkley was the scariest man, though. I mean, listen.
Okay, Blue Diamond. What was my question? My question was, is he a top 100 player? Not
Yeah.
is he better than in the two. My question was just, is he a top 100 player?
Yeah, and you know that's the scary thing, man. I personally, I honestly don't know, man. Look, I like Carmelo Anthony. I liked him when he was in Denver. The lack of defense. I mean, Iguodala runs circles around him in defense. And let me
Yeah.
ask you guys a question: is Carmelo Anthony's offense so much better than Iguodala that you would pick Carmelo Anthony not playing defense because his offense is so much better than Iguodala? Does that question make sense to you guys? Because Iguodala, to me, plays great defense, and his offense isn't too much apart from Carmelo Anthony's at this point. I'm not saying all time. You're correct about the all time, but I just think that Iguodala is, and you said it yourself. You said Iguodala is the better picker, right?
No, I didn't say. So I say that goes to context. Who's the better pickup? Right now, I feel the Lakers, they have a lot of scoring. You pick up Melo if you need scoring.
Okay.
But they already have scoring. They have LeBron, they have
So you
AD, they have they have Kuzman, they have Cousins. And right now, they need more of a defensive pick than an offensive pick because
Look,
you can already get your scoring from
Bohag
them.
just said what you just said before you said it. The Lakers don't need any more offense. They have enough
Thank you,
offense.
Bohag.
They need more perimeter defense, which I think they have. DeMarcus Cousins, okay, bad example. Anthony Davis, LeBron. Yo, these brothers don't play. LeBron don't play defense. DeMarcus Cousins don't play defense. Hopefully Avery Bradley, Kuzma, and who else they got that can play defense on that squad? Kuzma,
Bradley's
Danny
cool.
Green could play a little bit of defense as
AD,
well.
You said AD already?
AD can play defense. So those are the guys.
Rondo?
Rondo can play defense. So you have those guys. Yeah, AD does play good defense, so I have to give it to you guys. So who's the favorite to win the chip? The Raptors.
Look at this guy. He lost his Canadian fans. Lakers.
I didn't lose my Canadian fans. Listen,
So
I made.
you love your Canadian
Oh no
fans.
I'm saying I love you. I love my Canadian fans, and I'm gonna show you guys some respect. Now Canadians don't really love Jesus. You know what I'm saying? There's a big revolt going around about Jesus. You can watch that on Dore Love's channel. If you preach the word of Jesus in Canada, they're gonna get you arrested. They be acting up out there. But other than that, as far as basketball, and the reason I'm talking about Jesus is because we're literally right in front of my church. I don't know if you can see.
And it's always good to talk about Jesus. And
It's always good about, and y'all gonna listen about Jesus if y'all watching me. So, anyways, just to talk about it, listen, it's not looking too good for Canada as far as the Raptors. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully, they can get the Rosen back. But somebody actually said that the Bucks and Lakers are going to. Somebody said the Lakers in 3. Now that's a lot of confidence, man.
look real.
In other words, he's saying that the Lakers are gonna beat their opponents so much that the opponents are gonna forfeit. But honestly, I'm gonna say this.
Wait. Let me Trill Uminati. Who you asking? Are you asking me that question? Please respond. Exactly, Sam. Nobody can. They don't have. Who's gonna guard AD? Who's gonna guard DeMarcus Cousins on the Clippers? Sam. But I still want Trumanati to answer.
The brother put you on the spot. Who of y'all enjoy my brother over here? How many of y'all enjoy watching my brother right here? Y'all like it?
Exactly, Bohag. The Lakers are too big for them. That's how they're gonna win.
Yeah, you're right. Dore Love said Clippers versus Rockets Western Conference Finals. Rockets? Now, Dore Love, you would have had a good point. Dore Love, if the Rockets didn't get Westbrook.
Oh, okay. He was
'Cause-
asking guy in the chat.
No, because here's the issue, Dore Love. There's only one basketball, and Westbrook is a bull hog. Y'all think Carmelo Anthony's a bull hog? Y'all ain't never seen nothing with Westbrook.
Yeah, they're both ball dominant, so I don't really see how it's gonna work because
Unless one of them take a step down, of course.
yeah, it would have to be Harden because Harden is the only person you can't drive and kick to Westbrook. You can, but it's not as good as driving and kicking to Harden.
Somebody said, why does Canada hate Jesus? Well, just go on. Dore Love is a moderator. You could see Dore Love right there. He's a moderator on my channel. Click on his channel and look at what they do to him every time he preaches. Now, back to the topic. As long as the team stays healthy, you should be good. And I agree.
Yeah, but that's for every team, right?
That's a good point. Every team should stay healthy. Now, let me ask you guys a question. is there a chance that the Clippers can beat the Lakers? I mean, you do have
Yeah.
Patrick Beverly, you do have Paul George,
Yep.
you do have
Kawhi.
Kawhi, and they have Mo Harkless who
Yep.
plays defense. They're a little. They have Montrezl Harrell. The
Yep.
problem is who's gonna be able to guard Anthony Davis? Not
Exactly.
Harold. Harold could slow him down. Slow him
And
down.
DeMarcus, they're just going to beat them up down low.
Yeah.
They could beat them up down. Well, DeMarcus will beat them out. AD will do whatever he needs to do wherever he is on the court.
Yeah.
But they're too big for them. And then you have LeBron, who's going to take out either he's going to neutralize, meaning offensively neutralize Kawhi or Paul George. And then after that, you got Kuzma to make up. He's going to become a better scorer. And I just feel the Lakers have the style that can beat the Clippers. And speaking of, you're worrying about who's going to guard what's his name, DeMarcus and AD.
Here's the thing.
Who's going to stop LeBron from dunking on them at the rim?
And that's what I'm saying, because it's like I feel like if DeMarcus Cousins can come back anything to like how he used to be, there's no stopping the Lakers. They're just too big. Anthony Davis is dang near 7 feet, pulling from 30. And then how are you gonna stop Kuzma, LeBron, and then if you're trying to guard Rondo, Rondo's gonna pass the ball to somebody, and how are you gonna do it, man? It's I mean,
That's why I
Patrick,
said I feel Rondo's going to have to come off the bench so he can run the point.
yeah, somebody said Clippers are younger, better. LeBron is not good with bigs. He's going to make AD a spot up shooter, and that's what scared me. That's what Dore Love. That's actually something that scared me, because when Kevin Love was in the Timberwolves, Kevin Love was an animal. When he went to the Cavs, he was turned into a spot up shooter.
I think what really happened with
That's
that.
very scary. Explain.
This
Yeah.
is what I think. The bigs LeBron has played with, Chris Bosh and Kevin Love, they've been the third best player on the team. So the second best players have been Dwayne Wade and Kyrie Irving. So
Yeah.
he's incorporated them more, and the third best usually has to step down. Here on the team, AD will be the second best player. If not, later on, some people are going to say that he passes LeBron. So he's going to be integrated in offense, and I feel the third best, which is going to be Kuzma or DeMarcus, is going to take a step back. But that's only really the third best players has usually been his centers or big men.
Bullhog, I actually like that you said that. Dore Love actually says something that people always talk about, and it's right here. He said it right here, which is, and did we just zoom in here? Hold on. Let me zoom out of my face. There we go. Oh man, I'm too close. Hold on. Let me zoom out of here.
Good. Swipe down. Got the.
All right. There we go. All right. So here's what I would have to say with Dore Love. Dore Love says something that people always say, and that's that LeBron necessarily never really coexists with big men.
Yeah.
Now I would say Zagauskas.
Yeah.
Sanduria
Yeah,
Zagauskas.
he coexisted well with him.
Yeah, and he got it, and he got his jersey retired.
Exactly. So that's.
But it's true that LeBron kills. There's a notion.
I wouldn't say he kills the third wheel. He doesn't kill the third wheel, but he makes the third wheel the third wheel. And the third wheel, has usually been big men on his team. Meaning the third best player has been big men on his team. So when it was, as I said, when it was Kevin Love, because Kyrie's better than him, he didn't get much shots.
Do you know who was the only big man that LeBron didn't kill?
Yeah.
You know who was the only
Big
one?
Z.
No, Shaq, because Shaq got killed by the cheeseburger. So Shaq actually got killed by a cheeseburger when he was in Cleveland.
But Shaq's an amazing businessman. Shout out to Shaq. You need to follow what he's doing in business.
Yeah. Shaq is an amazing businessman. Clippers need Joakim Noah. That would be a good look. Joakim Noah can play defense. Well, this is not 2014 anymore. But Joakim Noah was
Sorry, no
Joakim Noah was doing
disrespect,
good.
but,
Let me see these rest of these comments.
Ever since he was with the Knicks, I don't know if the Knicks did it to him or what. I have to see him off the Knicks before.
Somebody said, I'm really surprised you think the Lakers are going to win, JP. I never said the Lakers are going to win. I think they have the best chance right now. Teams aren't done making moves. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Paul Romero's right. Clippers need another big man to, I won't say have a chance, but to be better.
Yeah. Somebody said, yo, JP. Well, yo to you. AD isn't going to be a spot-up shooter. He's going to be the second option. Let me tell you guys something.
Bullhog's coming with some points today.
Yo, well, here's what I got to say.
In my opinion.
Who are we to say that Anthony Davis is going to be the second option to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, LeBron said AD's the first option. Last time I checked. So now somebody could fact check me. Now, I see there are 44 people here and only 23 likes. So y'all got to get on these likes. Come on, man. Y'all know who it is, man. Come on. Joakim hates LeBron though, which would be a good reason for him to go to the Clippers because Joakim Noah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean anything. As I
Joakim Noah can play still. He was putting in work in Memphis. I mean, he's.
I didn't watch Memphis. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I mean nobody watches Memphis. The only reason I watch Memphis is because I'm actually a fan of Joakim Noah.
LeBron needs to lane. Yeah, but he has big men who can shoot. He has AD and DeMarcus. They can shoot. So
Can DeMarcus? Let's break this theory down. Can DeMarcus Cousins shoot?
threes,
Yes or no?
He can shoot threes.
Can DeMarcus? Because when I look at DeMarcus Cousins shoot that ball, I cringe. He
But
makes it
hits
in. He hits
Yeah,
it. But
that's all that matters.
I mean,
There's people with pretty strokes that just clank, clank, clank.
that's true.
They're building new stadiums.
I mean, I think we have to realize that we don't know what DeMarcus Cousins is going to come out. Is it going to be
But
Pelicans?
he's always been a shooter.
Yeah, but is it going to be Pelicans DeMarcus Cousins or is it going to be Golden State DeMarcus Cousins?
Mm-hmm.
And you can answer that for us. What DeMarcus Cousins is coming out? He looks skinny. DeMarcus
Yeah.
Cousins looks like you right now.
Yeah, I think it'll be Pelicans, DeMarcus Cousins, because he's come off the Achilles. He's going to actually have the summer to rehab / get. Even he's past rehab a little bit, so it's about getting in shape, which is different than rehabbing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to come out stronger, and we're going to see what happens.
Yo, who am I, guys? Who am I?
Oh, you're cold.
Well, it's the truth. The brother
cold.
got to hit the gym.
You're cold.
The brother got to get out of these boats and hit the gym, man.
You're cold.
This brother got to stop hitting them yachts or whatever it is. DeMarcus Cousins looks skinny, bro. DeMarcus Cousins looks like you, bro. I looked at it, and DeMarcus Cousins' hairline came back. It did.
It's going to be speedy. It's going to be a
Did
nice.
any of you guys see the way DeMarcus Cousins' hairline came back? I need to go to his barber and get my hairline back, man. I need to go to that man's barber. DeMarcus Cousins got his hairline back. He lost 40 pounds. The brother looks good.
Exactly.
The brother looks good.
Exactly. He's coming for that money.
Yeah, I have to
for
tell
that
you.
money.
I have to tell you, man. I believe I'll see an upbeat, refreshed Cousins.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody said he got a man weave. I'm done. Yo, let me ask y'all a question. How is it that LeBron loses his hairline, then it comes back, then he loses it again, then it comes back, then he loses it, comes back, loses it, and comes back? I need to know what he's using. People don't realize Westbrook finally have shooters. That's a good point. Westbrook actually has shooters in the Rockets, which he didn't have in OKC. Even though you can argue that Harden can shoot, and so can KD when he had him back then, but now he has shooters. So,
but the issue is he's not going to be able to be as ball dominant, so we won't be able to play that theory out, see how well he does with shooters.
Now let me ask y'all a question: is LeBron James going to hit it with the management? What do you call that? The rest management? What is it that people call it nowadays? Mm-hmm. Management control, where you just sit out some games. Mm-hmm. Can you guys tell me what that's called? Somebody in the chat. Load management. Yes, mm-hmm. Load management. How many load management situations is LeBron gonna pull? That's actually something that I'm curious about, because LeBron is gonna sit out some games, mm-hmm. and he has the potential to do so, because honestly, LeBron is a man that he don't need to play 82. He got enough talent now.
Exactly. I say it'll be cool if he sat out 10 games. Cool meaning it'll be a good balance between good for his body and helping the Lakers make the playoffs, but also making sure the fans are able to see enough of him during the season.
For all of you guys that are in here, I see that the chat is actually, this always happens. We start with 20 people and then it starts to build up. But next Sunday, we are going to be, next Sunday, we're going to be on this chat. When are we going to be on this chat next Sunday?
2:15 p.m. Eastern time, New York time.
So 2:15 p.m. Eastern time, we will be on this chat again. So put it on your calendar. We might have a surprise visit during the week. We might do something. I thought that was a rat. Oh, that was a bird, man. I thought rats could fly, son.
I didn't even know what happened. I just heard you.
I thought I was a rodent, and then I seen it fly.
I saw you duck. I saw something leap, so I ducked. I said,
man. So anyways, we will be on live next Sunday at 2:15. I'm about to head to church now. So next Sunday, 2:15, we shall see you there, God willing. Jesus loves you all. Give your life to him. It's never too late to repent and love Jesus.
Amen.
And we're heading to right now.
Amen.
And if anyone has prayer requests, y'all make sure to hit me
Peace
up.
supreme.
And again, any last questions before we head out of here? You let me know. But we're definitely heading out. So we will be praying for you, Paul Romero. We'll be praying for you. And y'all make sure to subscribe to Dore Love. He's there. And y'all make sure to subscribe to Achimboro.
Yeah, Atande Business Media.
I'll
So,
put it on the link.
Yeah,
I'll put it
thank
in
you.
the description box.
For business tips, business advice, branding.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to make more money with your company through branding.
Exactly. So I'm out of here. And
All right.
God bless you all.
God bless.
And so, see you. Y'all make sure to drop a like, though, man. I will be praying for you guys. Some people are saying pray. Avery, Paul, I will be praying for you guys. Definitely be praying for you guys.